Sneaky. They're a sneaky bunch.
We're being watched.
Okay. We're live. Let me put on sound again. No, wait. Microphone. Wait, Tarquin, Rain, are you able to speak?
Yeah. Should be able to.
Tarquin?
Tarquin's not here.
What? I invited him to speak.
He's got his hand raised.
Oh. There we go.
Trying to leave me out. I get it. I get it.
No, I invited you. I don't know. I thought you were already here.
No, unfortunately not. I think I must have like missed like the invite, like open it. I don't know. I clicked on the channel, but it didn't show an invite link, so I don't know if I missed like
now
the.
I need to sit here. No, wait, I don't see everybody leave. I need to sit here. You know what? I'm gonna sit here.
I will say it was the freakiest thing, Raph, when you said, "Oh, they're all looking at us. They're sneaky," and I looked to my right and I just see heads.
Where oh, there they are. Beautiful. Now I feel we should sit further back so they can. Wait, can't we technically put them out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
okay,
TP all of them or something.
Oh no, I TP'd everyone.
And then just TP back the. Oh no, everybody can jump down anyways.
Oh my god, they're all here.
Yeah,
no.
they can hang out with us. It's fine.
Okay.
Hi everyone.
Oh no.
So, welcome to the Q&A part. I guess it's not much of a Q&A. It's more of like a hangout, I'd say. I have some questions, but yeah, I want to welcome back Tarquin as the role of Leonardo Salvatore, Detective of Alorion. This is your fourth project, I believe, with Leo. Not counting them as like chapters.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to say it feels like more, but yeah, no, yeah, it probably is the chapters.
The chapters became the movie, so I'm not counting those anymore. And then we welcome Rain as Dirk in Crimes of Alorion 2. Played a very lovely, charming fella.
Indeed.
And then we have okay, and then we have Raph, who was the editor of the project, and who has also done like music with us in the past. He played Sladimir in the Tribunal. And then I just want to give a huge shout out to Misha from Slightly Insulting, who directed Crimes of Alorion 2. She cannot be with us because like Australian time zones make it incredibly hard to schedule things with. But I want to say she did an amazing job. I appreciate so much her stepping in, making time out of her day to work on this project with us. And that's something I love about Crimes of Alorion 2 is the collaboration with other directors. For Crimes of Alorion 1, we had One Apple, and now we had Misha for Crimes of Alorion 2. And I am actually unsure if I talked to you about this, Tarquin. I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
But Tanner has signed on to do Crimes of Alorion 3. If we get to that point, yeah. But yes, he has said he wants to do it.
Oh.
That's crazy. That's going to be crazy. Yeah. I'm curious how you're going to orchestrate that, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. So I had one question for you, Tarquin. What is it about Leo that makes him special? First of all, to you and to the viewers watching these projects. Like, Leo is a very beloved character. So what do you feel like he is to you, and what do you think about him that makes him special to others?
Okay, so I'm a nerd. I'm gonna just put that out there. So I actually really liked things like Sherlock, and was his Sherlock Holmes books, and what is it? Death Note was my favorite anime of all time. So when you asked me to do a detective show, I was like, oh yeah. So I was pretty excited about that. I think Leo is a lot different than most detectives though, because most detectives come off like very like noir-esque, where they were like, oh, 7:38, this happened, da, 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 da. But like Leo is very like theatrical and very like
Very
sarcastic, and it's a different spin on the detective genre. Like it's a very different kind of character for this kind of an environment, and it feels very fresh, and I like that about him. And I think that as an audience, I'm sure that that is also something that people enjoy, is that it feels like a very, very fresh take on this style of genre. Because we get very like down, like super, either like super dark or like very like realistic to a point of like complete seriousness, where this one it's like it's serious, but we're like having a good time, we're letting ourselves like let loose a little bit, and it is at points very funny, and like we don't I feel like that gets lost in a lot of the mystery genre.
Mm-hmm. And I think there's that thing about making movies and such like that too, is what makes a moment feel darker is very often the lighter tones that contrasted. And I feel like that's what really works with Leo too. Like, we always talk about the moment in Tribunal Part 2 when he's standing on the cliff. Like, that feels really dark for Leo.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that is like the
exactly.
contrast for like lighthearted he was. And there's also the I'm gonna go back to that, but I also want to hear a little bit of. So you like the spin on it, but what makes
Yeah,
him special to you?
that's what I mean. So the spin is what makes him so special, is that it's a detective character that's okay with having fun and isn't like serious all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I find that with a lot of the crazy shit that's going on in this universe, it's like to have a character that is like neck deep in straight up murders and is still able to crack a joke and have a good time, and add that level of humor into a room. I feel like that's what makes him special as a character for this universe. And then for me, it makes me feel very artistically satisfied as somebody who enjoys the mystery genre, because I get to try out what in my perception a brand new take on mystery, and or at least like to me brand new, something that's fresh to me.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's like the stories I like. I don't like cliche stories. I like stories where there's something that I feel like I'm challenged with, and it's like, how do I get into a character where he's like cracking jokes and being funny a lot of the time, but I can also keep that like serious energy and have them like kind of like have them both as like a juggling act. And so those are like the challenges that like I would say fuel me as an actor, and that's why Leo is special to me, is because he's a huge challenge, and also he's like one of the first roles I ever got to do for voiceover, and like that was really great too. And yeah, so it's just been it's been great. I love him. He's great.
And you're always talking about like it was SI and TSC that were like your first two projects, and this is a
Yeah.
TSC Slightly Insulting collaboration.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so there's also that element to it of like it's on both channels.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's super crazy. Yeah, no, it's cool. Like it's cool like working closely with the two people I worked with first.
Mm-hmm.
And all of what I do now. So, thank you.
No problem. So Rain,
Yeah.
how like you're were new to this? Have you been part of like other like similar projects like this before?
As far as I'm aware of, no. This is one of the first projects that like I've been honored to work with and be casted for. And I think it's I've been like mostly self-taught at voice acting for like about 4 years now, cuz I didn't really have the money for like voice coaching lessons and stuff. So I just took it upon myself to like try and like sort of teach myself how to like do different voice inflections from like some other like professional voice actors. Like I think one that I specifically cite as my biggest inspiration for doing most of this work is specifically Gianni Matragrano, and you like some may know him as like the voice of Gabriel from Ultra Kill, or like in some other series. Like I think recently in the Gaslight District from Glitch, he was Breadhead, and he's just been in a bunch of different like interesting projects, definitely, because some of them are like based off of old like boomer shooter FPS games, and some others are like smaller animations or just different stuff like that. And Gianni's just been a huge inspiration to me for the past couple of years, and I'm trying to strive to like audition for more stuff and like try and expand my portfolio more. And I think this definitely helps me get my foot in the door.
Have you done anything more after this?
Not that I can think of, no, but I think I did notice that what was it? One of the writers for I think it was Suction Cup Man by Pie Nations put out a casting call, and I decided to submit an audition for that.
Yeah, I think you would agree, Tarquin. Like the thing to do is probably just to audition as much as possible.
Yeah, basically, it's you just keep putting yourself out there and just like keep having people hear you, keep building up a reputation for yourself, and that gets around. I was it. There was a solid year where, because of a lot of the stuff I had been working on, a lot of the people I had been meeting, and just how I presented myself, I think I auditioned twice in a year and I booked over 50 roles, and it was like it's because like your was it your character, you as a person, how you present yourself, the first impression you give people, all the auditions that you do accumulate, and you have no idea where those things are going to go. So put out as many as possible, and you will get something pretty crazy that you'll never expect to have gotten. And it very possibly could be none of those auditions. It could be something that pops up because of an audition you sent for something completely different. It's pretty crazy. There's like this whole industry is a roller coaster, and like you'll enjoy it. Just keep putting yourself out there.
Mm-hmm. And admittedly, personally, I've been procrastinating a little on like auditioning because I know I've had that thought in the back of my head that's like, oh, what if my voice doesn't 100% fit for this? But then I usually just try and like not really ignore. I don't know like the exact term for it, but I just still, regardless, try and give it a shot anyways. Try an audition and like see what happens.
That's a great mindset, because like, what is it? Even if like the characters on the sides, like let's say they give you a side of like three main characters, right? Those three main characters are not the only characters in that entire production. So even if you're not confident in that performance, even if you're like, oh, I can't really hit what they're asking for, like you can still give something, and then they could like hear it and go, not really great for this character, but could be really great for this other character, and then they end up casting you in that. Yeah, so like it always pays off to give it a shot,
Yeah.
And I personally really like to support like all the people that come and work with us. I want to see everybody succeed. I've been like championing Tarquin now for like several years, and he is doing amazing. And I would love to see the same from you. I would love to see you come really far, Rain. I appreciate the help you did with us from this project. But I forget, did we do live recordings with you, or did you send in?
I think we did live recording.
Yeah. Okay. So can you tell how that was for you? Did you like doing that? Was it like, did you feel like it helped you with your performance and stuff like that?
Most definitely, yeah. Because I know, I think the thing that definitely helps with like directed sessions is like if you get a take where like some of the other lines were all right, but like some like maybe needed a bit of work with like the inflection or something, then getting the feedback really helps, and especially helps a lot with like nailing the take.
1 second. So, how was it playing this character, though? How would you say that?
It was definitely pretty interesting for me because I don't know, like I'm pretty like bad at like describing things or like wording certain stuff, but like I did enjoy taking the role.
Yeah. How was it when you saw it, the finished product today? Like how the character came together and all that kind of stuff.
I was pretty satisfied with how I portrayed him. I thought I did pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's some really good. Like, I think you and the voice actor for Jack and such, you guys really matched each other well. When you guys were like arguing and all that stuff. So I'm pretty happy how that turned out. So Raf,
Yeah.
are you able to fix? Oh yeah,
Get back in your chair.
You broke all the seats.
It was father. God damn it, father.
Can't even trust my players.
So how was it taking on the editing process for this project? I believe this is your first editing one, right?
TSC, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
TSC
so.
one, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, it was really fun. It was like quite a challenge, but more so like timeline wise, I guess. I mean, as you know, we had quite a few like bumps along the road where I kept delaying stuff. Like it was hard to more like find the time to get onto it because like I didn't really want to rush it or do a bad job. Like I knew there was a lot of kind of responsibility involved in it, and the whole like release kind of schedule was up to when I could get the film finished. But all of that aside, it was really fun, and I always quite loved like the editing bit when I used to make machinimas. Like that was something I always enjoyed, and then even just like editing like during uni and stuff, it was also one of the roles I enjoyed the most. I love like creating the soundscape, which obviously is even more important in Minecraft because you literally have video files with zero sound in them at all. So yeah, it was just a lot of kind of messing around with that. I mean, there's like for editing, there's always like so many things that go into it that people won't actually notice because like I guess the more invisible something is, the better because like I don't know, it builds this more realistic like world around it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great, and I'd love to do more again. And I'm really glad that you gave me the opportunity to edit this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was you have been, I think you have been like through the most different types of position within our group now. Like you wrote the North with me, and you've been Sladimir now for a few projects, so voice acting, and then just general producing, and now yeah, of course the music you did has been wonderful. Oh, that reminds me, I should not forget. Just double checking I get the name right. So Devonish is the one who did the music for this one. And just a really huge thank you for the original tracks they provided for us. We got an updated Leo theme from the one that Skywave made.
Yee!
And we also got some specific scenes. Westy's Sheriff Carlson got his own little theme, which was fun. And yeah, and then we also used the tracks from Tanner from the first Crimes of Alorion. So we have a lot of good original music tracks from really talented people. So that is awesome. And like, I don't know, I always get in the right mood when I hear the Crimes of Alorion track. Like, it's just so iconic to me. And yeah, so that was like cool when we started the event too, and it just got me right in the mood right away. So, Tarquin,
Stuff.
Let's talk a little bit about the journey Leo has been on, because like, would you say, how would you describe that he is different now from, for example, the first Crimes of Alorion? Considering
I definitely
all-
think he's more. I think he's more humble.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because I mean, he the first time we saw Leo, he thought he was this like indestructible, not indestructible, but like, you know, he thought they would like he thought he was all that in a bag of chips, and like, you know, he was very much like putting himself off in front of everybody as being like, oh, I'm the smart one in the room. Oh, like, and like they having this bravado about him. And then what is it, when we got into like, you know, when we got into the plot of like the tribunal and stuff, he saw a lot that I think really started to change his perspective on maybe I'm not as great as I think I am. I think a lot of the stuff with like Volition Chronicles as well, where, you know, him being at his like breaking point and like have genuinely almost committing to the idea of jumping off of a cliff and killing himself. I think that definitely put a lot of perspective on him, that one, he's not indestructible. Two, there are people smarter than him. Three, everything can go wrong in a single day, and it doesn't matter how prepared you think you are. And I think that now going into this film, I think that now that he's grown a lot from the war, and now that he's back doing what he did before, I'm sure that I feel that he's more cautious than he was originally. He still has a jokey attitude about it, but he's definitely not he's not as oh, look at me, look how absolutely insanely smart I am, 200 IQ, begins to flex, you know. Nothing like that. I think it's more of a he's getting right to the point and trying to solve the problem, and he understands like the stakes at which like things could happen if things don't get done efficiently. So I think he's more humble for sure.
Yeah, because the interesting part about particularly this film is because this film, or the script, was technically written before Crimes of Alorion 1 was written. So this was part of like when we first originally started writing this character and this story, we wrote a 5-episode miniseries. And I believe this was like the second one out of the 4 or 5. And we wrote him a lot darker, a little bit more older in those ones, and then we decided to scrap it and make it a film instead. And that's when we made him young and a lot more optimistic. So the interesting part about going back to the script then is that throughout the projects of Crimes of Alorion 1, Tribunal 1, and Tribunal 2, he has now kind of become that original version naturally throughout these projects, which is kind of why it worked. We just had to make a little tweaks of like, and he has the dog now, and we made Carlson's parts were a different character, but we made him come back from the first film and be a more secondary character to Leo, which their relationship has grown. He now Carlson is kind of following him around and being like, "Oh yes, sir. Oh no, wait, what am I saying?" Like he's remembering back in the day when he was like kind of like throwing Leo out of the crime scenes and not taking him serious at all. So
He's my little Watson.
Yeah, so I'm loving their relationship, how that has developed since last time. Like the respect has grown.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see it grow further in future films.
Let me tell you everything about what me and Tanner has planned right here on live. No. So
do it. I
do
dare
it.
you. Right now. I dare you.
No,
You won't.
No, I won't. Exactly.
Damn it. Damn it. This backfired. Fuck.
Somebody asked me in chat, how do I make the eyes glow in Beavis? So it's too complicated for me to explain that here. But there's a setting in Blockbuster, the mod that we use to make the machinimas, where you can click off to make the eyes glow on the eye model. But there are videos on YouTube of it if you like search for it. It's probably will be easier to understand than me saying here. Anyways, So yeah, there was good projects, a lot of good people on board. I really appreciate all the work Misha did, and also big thanks to Apple too for like starting this process with me, and also thanks for hosting these events. Like it was tons of fun. I even wanted to play more. we
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, these are so fun.
yeah, the there's always a highlight in my day when we're doing these events and we get to hang out, play the mini games, and they're like set in the world, and we come up with original ones, and yeah, so I'm excited for the next ones we'll do. We have some big projects in the work. Where, as I said, we're gonna try and make Crimes of Alorion 3. I'm gonna try and I'm working on another live action project. There's also other small ones where I'm trying to get like guest directors like this one, but there is the big one that we're really putting all our energy into, and I'm gonna say it's gonna take a while because the projects are big, like they're bigger than anything we've done before. So be patient with us, and we'll try and get some stuff out in between. And
That's
yeah.
exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And so anyone that is interested in being a voice actor for us, once we get to that point, the casting list is gonna be huge. So be ready. Take on a lot of projects. Just get in the groove. Do all the work. Build yourself up. Be amazing. I'm sure it's gonna turn out great. Now I'm curious. Where is everyone? I am not in creative anymore.
Yeah, everyone's like disappeared.
Poor father. He's like in timeout over there on the
Are you
balcony.
stuck this whole time? I was wondering why you were just chilling there.
I teleported in there when it was breaking. But
Wait,
yeah, is there
Papa?
anything you guys want to say before we leave?
Thanks for having me again. I'm looking forward to the future. Love playing Leo. Thanks everybody for the support too.
Rain, anything you want to say before you go? Silence. Crickets.
Right.
Is Rain muted? Oh wait,
Oh,
they leave the
misclicked and
stage.
accidentally left.
Oh,
Oh,
they
I
left
think
the
so.
stage. Oh wait, wait, where are they? There they are.
Oh no.
Yeah, I misclicked and accidentally left the stage by accident.
Oh no. So, do you have anything you want to say before we go?
Not really much to say, but I'm really honored to have been a part of this.
Yeah, we're honored to have you part of it.
Yeah.
It was so much
Yeah.
fun work with you. I hope we can work with you again sometime. And onwards to the next things. Thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy Crimes of Alorion. Leave it a like and support, and we'll get that algorithm going.